Alright guys, welcome in to another NBA DFS video. Let's get it kicked off here with the point guard spot again. I do think we can roll with D'Angelo Russell. He did go off against the Spurs the first time. I don't really like this play because it does seem like more of a GPP option, but we know he can just go off. CP3 is going to be a decent option for us as well. He has that really easy matchup going against Atlanta, who ranks last against point guards, and CP3 has been playing really well recently. I do like Ben Simmons as well. Just without Joel Embiid, he does have that 50-point DK upside. He could easily get there, but he could also only get you around 35 DK points. I will be trying to get some of that Philadelphia value into my builds. I really like Zach LaVine now that Chris Dunn and Otto Porter Jr. are kind of, they're more on the doubtful side. He should be able to go off for 40 DK points tonight against Milwaukee. You just saw his game log against them the last time when he went for over 45 DK points. I do think he could have a 50 DK point tonight. Just with that usage that's needed out of him, he's going to be checking, he's going to be shooting, and the Bucks are without Giannis Antetokounmpo. That takes a rim protector away from the rim, so he should be able to get his. Tyler Johnson, he has turned up the last two games. I'm going for 30 and 49 DK points, but the key here, you got that revenge game narrative, so I really don't mind him as a play. He could really go off, and he'll probably not be as high owned as some of these other options just because they're a little bit more safer. So Tyler Johnson makes for a great GPP option. Now, we saw there, he needs to be hitting his shot in order to go off. Alfred Payton is going to be another GPP option. We know with Alfred Payton, he can really go off on any slate and kind of destroy a slate. His range of outcomes ranges from like 10 to 50 and anywhere in between. So he is always going to be a low-owned GPP option. Now, I don't think we can roll with the Dallas Mavericks value that we had the last two nights with Jalen Brunson and Trey Burke, but I do think we can go back to well with Avery Bradley and DeLon Wright. Now, Bradley, as you can see there, his minutes are kind of like a little bit monitored on the back end of a back-to-back, so we don't have to worry about that in this slate. He should be able to get around 25 DK points. He's not going to be a horrible value option for you. Do think we could roll with DeLon Wright as well. Both are not going to be horrible options. DeLon Wright is a guy who has pretty much averaged a DK point per minute this whole year, so I really don't mind him as an option. They do need another scorer with Jaren Jackson out already. Ish Smith's going to be a low-owned GPP option you can go with. The minutes should be there for him. It's just a matter of if he gets his. Tyus Jones is going to be an interesting option. Now, Jeff Teague, if he's ruled out, I do like Tyus Jones as a low-owned value option. A lot of people are going to go for Derrick Rose now that Jeff Teague's out. I think Tyus Jones is going to get that 25 minutes. He should be able to get at least 20 DK points with that. We know he has that upside to just go off. Like I mentioned, I don't really like Trey Burke or Jalen Brunson now that Luka's back. Now, if Luka's going to have his minutes monitored, then maybe we can roll with one of those guys. All right, now with Chris Dunn out, one of the point guards is going to go off for them. It's either going to be Ryan here, it's going to be Harrison. Now, Harrison's more of a playmaker, but I think Ryan's going to be more of a safer option for you. They could both go for 20 DK points. It's just a matter of which one's going to get the minutes. If Harrison was starting, I would really like him because those minutes are going to be there, and he should be able to produce then. But it's just a matter of whichever point guard's going to be starting. There is a lot of decent options on the point guard spot, but this slate's kind of easy. It's you're trying to stack Milwaukee, you're trying to stack Philadelphia, and then you're just trying to fill in where needed. So what I mean with Milwaukee, you could. Well, I want to touch on D-Wade. D-Wade is going to be an okay option as well. With all the injuries to Miami, I think D-Wade is going to need to get the PT, especially with Winslow. If he's out, D-Wade is going to be a strong option. He should get at least 30 DK points tonight. Now, if he's forced into some extra minutes, he could get upwards to that 40 DK points. Now, after that, I really do like Malcolm Brogdon tonight. He's just so safe and consistent. Without Giannis on the floor, he should be able to get a few more DK points per minute like he has this whole year. I do think he's going to be a safe 30 DK lock, cash play, and GPP play. I do see him getting around 35 DK points tonight, though, now with Giannis out. Or, well, he's doubtful. I shouldn't be saying out. He's doubtful. He could play, but, he's more on the doubtful side for sure. I also really like Chris Middleton as an option as well. Chris Middleton could easily go for 50 DK points tonight. I'm projecting him to score around 40 DK points tonight, but like I said, he is just in a great spot. You see there, he just went for 32 DK points against the Chicago Bulls. So he's a safe cash lock as well. Definitely need him in your GPP lineups. Those are going to be my two most high-owned players in cash and GPPs. I also really like Zach LaVine. Like I said, the build's coming together pretty well so far. Eric Gordon's going to be an okay option. James Harden's ruled in, but that really doesn't affect Eric Gordon. He's been really producing at this price point. That's the key. He's been producing at this price point, so I really don't mind him. He should be able to get that value, and he should be able to go off at that spot, especially going against Atlanta. If that game blows out, I do expect Gordon to still get the minutes, so it's not a horrible option. Bellinelli, I just have a gut feeling that he's going to be able to get around 20 DK points tonight. I don't love it. There's going to be better value options that open up, but it just kind of seems like a Bellinelli night. Like I said, there's way better value options that are going to be opening up, though. Let's get into the small forward spot here. So I really like Jimmy Butler. Like I said, I really like Ben Simmons. I like Tobias Harris. Jimmy Butler, this is a great spot for him. He should be able to go off. But, I also really like Ben Simmons. I think I'm going to be stacking a few of my lineups with at least 3 Philadelphia 76ers and 3 Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to be leaning more towards the Milwaukee Bucks, but Tobias Harris here, he's just way too cheap. He has that 40 DK point upside, and at this price, that's just way too cheap, especially where the Pelicans like to play 2 bigs. Tobias Harris is going to get those minutes regardless. I think he's going to be a strong option at that price point. Now, Kent Bazemore, he's not as good of an option as he was earlier on in the day, now that Herter is projected to see around 20 minutes, but that's the key. Herter's still only projected to see around 20 minutes, so that shouldn't affect Bazemore too much. He should still get around 28 minutes, and he's been producing at a DK point per minute this whole year. Not a horrible option. Lauri Markkanen, you pretty much, I don't know if I want to say the lock word, but he should be able to go off. You see he went for 50 DK points the last time against Milwaukee. All but one time in the last 10 games has he not went for over 40 DK points. Just at that price point, he's way too cheap, especially with Otto Porter doubtful, and he's just going to be forced to get the minutes. Another guy who I wish we knew what the minutes were going to be like is going to be Marvin Bagley. If we knew he was going to get over 30 minutes, we would just be locking him into our builds. He could easily go for 40 DK points tonight. He could easily go for the same amount of points as Lauri Markkanen as well. So if you need to pay down at a spot, maybe you want to do it that way. I like Markkanen. It just seems safer. Ersan, now, if he's starting, I like him a lot as a value option. He should be able to get at least 20 DK points. Now, if he's not starting, that means Mirotic starting, and then you definitely need some GPP option to him. Mirotic would be, he's got that revenge game narrative, I guess, if you want to go with that with the Bulls. Bobby Portis isn't there for anymore, for whatever that's worth. Let's get into the centers here now. So centers, they're okay. Options aren't the greatest, but they're not the best. I didn't mean to type in Kelly Oubre there. I meant to get to Kelly Olynyk. So Kelly Olynyk should be forced into some more minutes with James Johnson out, some of those other guys out. He should be forced to get around 22, 25 minutes. And, the Phoenix Suns aren't the best against centers and bigs. So I do think that Kelly Olynyk is going to be able to benefit. He should get around 25 DK points tonight. It's just a matter or not if he gets the minutes. Now, if he doesn't get the minutes, that's going to mean Bam got there. But I like Kelly Olynyk a little bit more. Brook Lopez and Robin Lopez are going to be both great value options under 5K. They should both get around 28 DK points tonight. You see what Brook went for against the Chicago Bulls the last time they played, 25 DK points. And at this price point, that's not going to hurt you. But he definitely has that upside to go for around 35 DK points tonight. I could see him easily gain 30 DK points tonight. Like I mentioned, I really like Robin Lopez as well. He's going to be forced into at least 25 minutes. I don't see them going with Felicio. I just don't like that as an option. So I do think Robin Lopez is going to get around, 33 to 25 minutes. And if he gets that, he's going to easily produce. He should at least get 20 DK points with the upside to go for 35. So those two are going to be strong options for him. I also like Valanciunas as well. If Valanciunas is going to get these minutes, he's just going to go off. And it's not going to be really anything to question. He could easily go for 50 DK points tonight if he's going to continue to get those minutes. So he's going to be a great GPP option. The only problem is it's safer to go with Brook Lopez or Robin Lopez. So Valanciunas is going to make for a great GPP option. Another GPP option is going to be Joakim Noah. He's definitely priced too low. With Jaren Jackson Jr. out, I expect, I'm surprised at the minutes there. First of all, on a back-to-back, he saw 30 and then 24. So if he's still going to get around, that 25 minutes, he's going to go for at least 35 DK points tonight. So those two are not horrible options. I really don't mind this lineup. It's definitely a GPP build right now. I'm going to throw in D Wade here at the end. So really not a horrible option. This is a great GPP lineup so far. Like I said, you guys can see my cash and GPP lineup. Just click the link in the description below. That gives you the link to the Patreon page. My lineup will be posted there. And I will be having a PGA DFS video coming up later today. So look forward to that, guys. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did.